Bless the girl as she blossoms. Bless the girl as she blooms. Bless the girl as she begins to love. Then bless the girl as she begins to open herself. Don't shame her, don't rape her, don't blame her, don't hate her, don't leave her alone, don't make her stay home, don't shame her, don't blame her, don't rape her. Bless the child as she becomes a woman. Nature wanted nothing less. Bless her beauty, bless her body, bless her sense, bless her eyes, bless her lips, bless the life between her thighs. Bless the boys or girls, every one or two or three that she is loving. Don't fight, don't lie, don't shame her, don't rape her, don't hate her, don't leave her wounded at home on her own, navigating something so strong.
Grace is leaning into our connections, no matter how far apart we are.
Grace is working with girls on the ground where moments of flow just happen.
Grace is daily affirmations in my mirror, knowing that I'm capable and that there is a reason that I'm here.
Grace is my therapy and trustworthy relationship.
Grace is bringing therapy to our girls' groups and watching how they learn to trust themselves and others around them.
Grace is teaching kids yoga every day and filling up with joy.
Grace is having the chance to connect with people in deep, meaningful ways.
Grace is being able to dance myself into well-being.
Grace is finding oneself in a good place, having unexpected opportunities.
Grace is knowing that I'm not alone, that I can always reach out for help from my community and from God.
Grace is taking a break from social media.
Grace is forgiveness.
Grace is the ancestors holding us across these broken bridges.
Everyone has experienced grace of the age. How has grace moved through your life?
Dear friends, welcome. Grace on the Edge. Stories of solace and success during these times of struggle. Thank you, Brian E. Greenhill, for your beautiful song of blessing. We are blessed to receive it. And thank you, Johanna Reamer, for helping us curate those photos of our work around the world. Welcome to all of you. Come, settle in, take a chair or stand. Either way, it's Saturday, so we can rest into this time of being together. All of us in Golden Girls Global are truly honored and grateful to be here with you today. Thank you for sharing your time and your attention with us. We're here to listen, bear witness, fall in love, and learn. This is kind of a show and tell. It's a fundraiser and an invitation for you to join our dance. A whole lot of people put their love and care into this. And as you can imagine, it's been unwieldy to work creatively online and across so many time zones, not to mention the internet coming on, going off, and we'll probably see that just during our rehearsals. We've lost people, dropped out, come back on. And today we're blessed to have so many young people, the girls groups, she, they who are becoming are gathered in different places around the world. And we see you. We're so happy and thrilled, in fact, that you're here with us. We are Golden Girls Global, 30 humble leaders or so working together. Eternal bow also to the gorgeous group of people who helped us through this year, not only our core creative team and our creative teams, you funders and you beloved leaders, our elders, and so many others who are here with us today. The trust and generosity that we have cultivated through the fire is a blessing, and really, we hope a teaching. Everyone is to be thanked for all the ways you've shown up. Leaders, you brought your courage and your smarts. You kept leaning in again and again. And we are here to hear from you and to honor you. In fact, every word that you hear being shared today was either voiced in a council by you in writing or just right now, right from your hearts. Leaders, the questions of these times are moving through you. You have simple solutions. And audience, likely you have something to bring to this collective conversation. Let's keep the good work thriving amidst and because of it all. So Golden Girls Global has a long history, actually. We came into the public eye a year ago, but actually for 4 decades, we were working with hundreds of young women. We recognized our work was eventually starting to stream out into the world through these brave and innovative leaders. And so what happened was we started to notice that 30 of these leaders, most of whom were deeply engaged in our work at the intersection of somatics, social justice, youth development, and rites of passage, were all finding ways to bring that into their communities. And this is a group of people who for years sat together long into the night in councils. We danced together. We spent time really navigating complex edges between us. We continue to. We're intimately woven. And what we've seen is that there was a call with these leaders to come together and focus on our collective education and our alliance. So now we're working together, and we not only grow Golden Girls coming of age circles in creating safe silos and clusters of creativity and connection where healing can happen and community can be built. But we're working extensively to support educational and entrepreneurial opportunities that are emerging for and through the Golden Girls Global leaders, all of whom, like you, dear audience, want to create positive pathways for not only the leaders, but for the future generations of people dedicated to the feminine. What do we mean by that? Within Golden Girls Global, we aim to create welcoming and inclusive spaces for all genders, for all young people who identify as female, queer, trans, questioning, or sometimes girls. We are finding ways to talk about different cultural norms and religious beliefs when it comes to gender identity and sexual preference. our devotion to this diverse feminine energy and to the masculine, to she, they who is becoming, is rooted in our dedication to all of life. We aim for our work to be an antidote, as my elder Paul Hill says, to the many social and environmental toxins that are facing girls at every turn in their lives. So let's deepen into what is Golden Girls Global and hear from our core working circle.
Thank you. Golden Girls Global is a global alliance.
We are a network of 30 plus leaders from 19 different countries, at least, working together with our mentors, elders, local communities to serve she, they who are coming of age.
Golden Girls Global is the body of work.
Our collective shares a foundation of 30 and plus years on the dance floor, practicing as Somoso's life cycle practitioners, as developed by Melissa Michael, Golden Girls Global founder.
We hold councils, lead girl circles, facilitate embodiment through dance, serve on panels, teach workshops, form nonprofits, guide quests, make music, coordinate cross-cultural dialogue and collaborations. We host conferences, lead exchange programs, form advisories, birth projects in the field of education, agriculture, environmental sustainability, social justice, trauma resolution, ancestral rituals, leadership development, economic entrepreneurship, menstrual health, performing arts, and the healing arts.
Yet our unique gifts and our work on the ground are as diverse as the communities we serve. Our orientation is shared and affirmed through our alliances and alignment, our soulful solidarity, our sacred siblinghood.
GGG is a funding source.
We are a platform that incubates and uplifts each other's projects and rising leaders. We and the girls we serve in our communities around the world have been sustained and supported by this organization in vital ways through the global crisis we are facing.
And GGG is a psychosocial spiritual support system.
We are held by a highly skilled team of rites of passage guides, elders, somatic therapists, mentors, energy workers, social workers, and female healthcare workers. We hold each person's unfolding as a sacred, and we create circles of support in culturally respectful, equitable, and developmentally appropriate ways.
Above all, we are a community that loves, supports, and grows with one another. We are in it for the long haul. We walk together, we work through it, and come out stronger.
GGG is a magical movement.
We are ritualists, we are lineage carriers, we are spiritual leaders in the making. We work in reverence to the mystery and respect for all of life.
GGG is an emerging initiative that ripples out.
We dance in devotion to our shared destiny, listening for where we are called to serve. For each, the answer is the same and different.
We are still becoming. We will always be becoming. We are part of the solution.
GGG is a picture of what's possible.
We are the future in motion. We answer the call by doing our work, leaning in, stepping up, and taking our seats as leaders, healers, educators, activists, and artists.
And yes, GGG is a field of love whose time has come. Hallelujah, we are here.
Thank you all. So now that we know a little bit about what Golden Girls Global is, let's get a little bit more practical and talk about what we've actually been doing the last year. So over the last year, we have been having monthly check-in support groups for and with our leaders. We also have been having Guiding Girls Globally, timeless teachings in support of girls coming of age. So these are monthly open to the public educational events taught by seasoned leaders in the field. And starting this month, we're going to be having our own leaders teach, which is exciting. We also had monthly public online dance events, Women and Girls on the Move. We also have had online solace trainings for our leaders in the arts of body, heart, and soul, teaching tools from our Hallmark Rites of Passage program. We also spend a lot of time updating the website and other technological and administrative tasks, forms, flyers, event pages, emails, and so forth. It's been a lot of administrative work, I'm not gonna lie. We also have been having our leaders have been running girls groups on the ground, even during the last crazy year that we've had. We also have fundraised for initiatives on the ground, along with providing urgent COVID relief for past 18 months, including basic survival care packages, food, internet, housing, menstrual health support, and mental and physical health care. And we have also started our new program, Golden Girls Global Goes to School, which you will hear more about going forward. Now I'm going to turn it over to many of our leaders. And even though Golden Girls Global, we've done a lot of really productive and positive and amazing things over the last year, it hasn't all been easy at all. So I'm going to turn it over to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariah, and thank you, all of you, for sharing our story with so much love. It's really a blessing to be here with you. And the truth is, it has been a difficult time for everyone, but certainly to differing degrees and in very different ways. Let's listen in now in a different way. Open our hearts of compassion as we breathe with the stories that we're going to hear, just little fractals of the complexity of what people have navigated and found a way to stay present through and to continue to find their own resilience and help breathe health into their communities amidst their own lived experience and those of so many people around them. Let's hear what's been happening.
Hello. Last year in Guatemala, we were hit by a rock slide in this little indigenous village. And many families and children were left homeless, injured, with a lot of trauma to integrate and process. No resources. This is where we
Claudine, share with us about what happened in your world. Thank you.
Thank you. The past year, the volcano eruption of Mountain Nyiragongo in the Congo was very disruptive. Everyone was traumatized, including organizational leaders. Many people had to flee. Family members died due to pollutant from volcanic ashes in the water. There was outbreak of diarrhea and cholera due to communal housing in schools without proper toilets. Many people were left homeless and hungry. And this is where we came in.
Without phones, computers, and the internet, communication was difficult, if not impossible at times.
With the closing of the community center during the pandemic, it was hard to find a good place for girls and women to gather and stay connected.
Vanessa, we see you there with so many young people. Can you share a little bit? Thank you.
Thank you. Safety for the team has been very challenging. Like, if people can be kidnapped, even killed by the road near the farms. That's how it can be.
In Colorado, because of the isolation that was brought about by COVID, we had to respond to higher incidences of cutting, self-harm, suicide, depression, and anxiety in our young people. We lost a number of young people this year. It has really been a trauma roller coaster, and this is where we came in.
Our sector was broken into, resulting in the loss of phones, computers, and sewing machines.
And since funding has been so sporadic for so many of us, it makes it very difficult to sustain programming and pay people.
Young people are being exposed to excessive amounts of out of context technology without much discernment about the content that they're seeing. This led to a lot of confusion about culture and identity, along with lots of mental health challenges of all kinds. For example, body image dysmorphia, eating disorders. You get the picture.
Transitioning to virtual meetings from nature and body-based programming was disorienting, inaccessible, and often lonely.
Now let's take a moment to send out love prayers to many young people all over the world who are going through so many challenges.
All of us. Thank you, Dorcas, for offering a reminder that pouring our love, holding our communities in prayer, bearing witness is part of how we work together. And thank you all for your incredible resilience and bravery in sharing your stories and the fact that you have regulated so deeply that you can. I also want to acknowledge that we have friends who are not with us today because one, it's the middle of the night where they come from, or they literally couldn't get to the internet or to a situation that was going to allow them to plug in and be with us today. So even in this moment, the complexities are real. The good news is the creativity, the collaboration, the courage, which we see, the innovation and love that rose up through these challenges is really quite profound. Despite it all, groups went outside and met up. Artwork happened. New leaders emerged. Tough truths got told. Resources were shared. Relationships deepened. And love flowed and continues to through this web of humanity striving to protect the web of life. We never stopped dancing. We use the arts to transform ourselves. Welcome Leah, Maile, and your dancers, Carol, Manuela, Dorcas, and Tess. Let's feel what that really looks and sounds like.
Peace. Soliloquies of surrender, singing softly on mother's cheek. I love you. Floating swiftly, she reminds us that our soul holds more than our gods could ever imagine. That our smile coats thick layers of stars, filling and decorating hell's gates. That our feet pitter-patter, patterns once known of the past, the present, and the prior that never prevailed. Filled with raptures and remorse, we sob. With the knowing that our everything isn't enough, and the cells swimming above will never match those that glide within. That the sounds that paint the universe only trickle a point on life's canvas, surpassing all destinations, running, trotting in the more that's never there. We sob. Stoically staunch, we stand on seated laps, asking for gravity to pull us into spirits never there. Arms wrapped around corpses, fingers mimic the many masterpieces of Monk, dancing to and fro in anticipation of our awakening. We sob. One step at a time, moments reality disillusionarily bright, carving through mud of disaster, molding masterpieces of the mundane, forgetting that forever still comes tomorrow. Crickets crow while our ancestors caress our eternity across these broken bridges of now. We sob. chin kissed chest, chest hard as the heavens, heaven bellowing hymns eternal. As crows cricket, while our ancestors caress our eternity across these broken bridges of now, we sob. Thank you.
Let's all take a deep breath with Leah, that beautiful poem. Thank you to her dancers, Manuela, Tess, Carol, Dorcas. Thank you for giving us a glimpse into the ways in which our leaders are alchemizing their own medicine. It's been rich and potent, clearly. And the work doesn't end in our own healing. It's actually been rippling out in even stronger ways in this time, in these really hard times in our communities. So we are going to get to hear from just a handful of our leaders about their projects. We have a few projects that we've selected to work with in this fundraising drive this round, but we don't want to forget the amazing leaders all around the world. We have a huge network. Many of them are on our website. Please go to the projects page and learn about these. Yeah, just it's really mind-blowing, the work that's happening. And we want to especially give a shout out to Wakeful Nature, Parallel U, Youth Resiliency Institute, Bright and Beautiful, Pambazuka International, Golden Girls, Mohanam, Girl B, Casa Jaya Uja, Queer World Making, Say Her Name, and many more. Take a minute to take many minutes to learn about these projects. And if you think those are inspiring, learn about our leaders and the incredible creativity and stories and miracles moving through them. Many of their projects are still on the cook fire, simmering and still emerging. Today, we are going to hear from 6 people. I hope you're all here, but thank you and welcome to the stage, Claudine, Yolanda Swally, Vanessa, Kanika, Yolanda Demetrio, and Goli. Hope you guys are all here with us and so honored to get to hear from you. We're going to start hearing from Claudine Magisha. She is based in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and sending love to Bertine, who's also here with us, her partner in this work. Thank you, Claudine.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sarita. Nguvu Africa was founded in 2019 and by the team of 90% women and 10% men, as you mentioned, Bertine and the team on the ground. Shout to you guys. I'm aware you are here. It's a creative nonprofit organization and enterprise committed to peace and sustainability. Our works specialize on breaking the cycle of trauma and economic crisis facing the marginalized girls and women living in the Congo. But also Nguvu Africa provides a unique economic empowerment model that combines psychosocial, economic, and creative artistic tools. Our organization also engages men in the community as our allies in service to our mission for a more equal, healthy, and peaceful society. So this year, we are hoping to secure a permanent residential staff office, including key youth leaders. We hope to fundraise so we can continue to mentor and support women-led businesses and to extend our community leader training into the services that we offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Claudine. May it be so. The next project we are going to hear from is Upijata Arts Company, founded by Yolanda Swally, a Golden Girls Global leader, who unfortunately, due to the many complexities of working day jobs and cooking all of this work, I'm not seeing Yolanda. Yolanda, you're not here, huh? Yeah, it's rough. I know she really wanted to be here, but I'm going to step in and just read this little piece about this project. This is a project based in the Ogallala Lakota Sioux Reservation in South Dakota. Upijata Arts is dedicated to creating safe, inspiring, and empowering spaces for women, girls, and families to express themselves and heal themselves through the arts. Our work serves all ages and empowers the community. It gives community members an emotional outlet by providing access to therapeutic artistic expression, practical skills, and healthy challenges. This year, Upijata and we together are funding in the spirit of sustainability and hope to improve our operations by hiring salaried full-time employees, securing professional insurance, and building towards an ongoing permanent center. We also hope to purchase a van or bus in the coming year to transport youth to classes and events. Sending so much love. Oh my God, look at that crew. Beautiful, beautiful work happening. Thank you, Upijata. Thank you, Yolanda. We're so sorry we didn't get to hear your voice, but we feel you here with us. Okay, I think we will move on to Vanessa's project. Vanessa, can you come on and speak to us about the project?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Vanessa. I am the founder and the director of Malisho Bora for Afya. That translates to better nutrition for health. Our community-based organization aims to eradicate hunger and malnutrition through gardening and nutrition awareness. We teach classes on this subject, along with providing seeds to refugees, families, so that they can grow healthy food and nourish their families and, let's say, children. So this year, we are fundraising to extend our reach of sharing innovative farming stalls with the goal of distributing supplies to 10 different villages in the North Kivu. And this will also be helping us in forming 10 local collective of 50 people and supplying 150 mushroom starters to surrounding of the area in the community. And additionally, we hope to provide stable salaries to leaders in training and to those monitoring these projects. So thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Vanessa. May it be so. Sending love to all of those folks there with you. Love seeing that room full of people.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're next gonna hear from Kanika, based in Lago Atitlan, Guatemala, serving the Cachiquel and Tutujil Mayan indigenous communities. Kanika, tell us about Camino Canicas.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Camino Canicas is a grassroots initiative. We're focused on providing trauma-informed expressive arts education so we can build resilience in the indigenous communities here. We aim to create safe spaces for these beautiful children. They come from under-resourced families. They're affected by trauma. There is addiction. There is neglect in the households. And our work has been going on for 5 years. We're serving over 20 families in this community. And this year we're fundraising so that we can create a more stable space for the young people in this community. We can continue our trauma work, our rites of passage work with the youth leaders, and also be able to provide some salaries and consistent pay for those who give trainings and ongoing therapy. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for witnessing me.
Thank you, Kanika. Such an honor. So beautiful. Next, we are going to hear from Yolanda Demetrio. Espacio Abierto is in the largest favela in Latin America, located in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Yolanda, você está aqui con nós. Yolanda's going to share.
Olá, Sarita.
Oi, Yolanda. Oi, Yolanda.
Olá, tá me vendo?
Sim, bem-vinda. Pode compartilhar desse seu projeto. I'll translate.
Sou Yolanda Demetrio, sou daqui da comunidade da Rocinha, uma das maiores favelas da América Latina, Rio de Janeiro, Brasil. Sou professora, diretora do Estúdio de Arte Espaço Aberto, o primeiro projeto de dança dentro da comunidade, onde vem resgatando, trabalhando com arte, cultura. Atendemos diversos públicos, crianças, jovens e adultos, e temos um olhar mais crítico para as pessoas que a gente resgata, que vêm da droga, do tráfico, eventos. Esse é o trabalho do espaço. E até mesmo tirando alunos, meninas da prostituição. Crescemos pelo meio artístico em um ambiente seguro, para que elas possam ter e formando novas lideranças comunitárias, se estendendo para outras comunidades, como Gardeiro, Cidade de Deus, Cruzada São Sebastião. E nós aqui da Rocinha estamos arrecadando bolsa de estudo meninas, expandindo nosso acesso à internet e queremos ampliar nossos projetos como ambientes sociais, cultural e apoio à saúde mental para meninas que vêm para meninas que estão aqui dentro do nosso projeto da Rocinha, Gardene, Cidade de Deus, Cruzada São Sebastião e o grupo do C4. Muito obrigada, Sarita.
Obrigada, Yolanda. Saudade para todas lá em Rocinha. Beijos. So I'll just translate here for the audience. Espacio Aberto was founded in 1998 with the mission of discovering and developing the skills and abilities of children and young people through dance, art, culture, and children's literature. We serve the neighborhoods of the highest risk areas in the favela, marked by the presence of drug dealers and gang members. We rescue students so that they do not become involved in drug use, drug trafficking, and prostitution. We do this by providing artistic outlets such as dance and a safe community to build resilience in a challenging environment. We also put a lot of energy into training new leaders who will continue to build a love for the arts in the future. This year, we together are fundraising for scholarships for students, expanding internet access, menstrual health products, the addition of new environmental, social, and cultural projects, and mental health support for girls in Rocinha. So beautiful. Obrigada, obrigada. And thank you to our interpreters. We have Spanish and Portuguese interpreters working behind the scenes to keep us all looped in. And next we will hear from our dear Oli, based in Cape Town, South Africa. Tell us a little bit about your project, Black Girls Rising.
Thank you, Sarita. Hi to everyone. So the vision of the Black Girls Rising is to inspire and empower Black girls from marginalized communities to be bold, brave, and rise beyond their circumstances. We create communities where girls are seen and given space to amplify their voices. We offer embodied programs that journey with them through childhood until adolescence, using mindfulness, 5 rhythms, sharing circles, and yoga. This year, we are focusing on strengthening our NGO partnerships and fundraising for our on-ground programs and monthly sessions. Also, food vouchers, hygiene packs, including sanitary supplies for girls living in Khayelitsha and community. Thank you.
Thank you, dear friend. And hello to those beautiful young people there with you. Welcome. So honored to be a part of this and be in partnership with you all. And there, like I said, this is just a taste. This is the little handful we are focusing on this round, but please, please, please learn more about all of these projects and join us in this mission. Last but certainly not least, I would love to welcome Melissa onto the stage to share with us about a new and exciting Golden Girls Global Initiative, GGG Goes to School. And thank you to all of the leaders who shared. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you, Sarita. Such a warm welcome you give to everyone. And it's been nothing but a total joy to work with you on all of these projects. Okay. Mwah. So Golden Girls Global Goes to School. Feel free to join me, you all, those of you who at this time are part of this initiative. It really was born a response to a call from girls around the world. We want equitable and accessible educational opportunities. In 2014, when I was flying home to the Rocky Mountains, after working in East and South Africa, I had an emotional epiphany, to be honest, that there was a golden bridge that could be built between financially privileged college students seeking to serve and the brilliant young Pan-African women seeking education, some of whom are now leaders in Golden Girls Global. You all remember that moment when everything kind of lit up as we first met. Imagine if each one of the 10 million women currently enrolled in US colleges contributed $10 a year to help fund education for their sisters, for their siblings around the world. $100 million could be raised without a heavy lift from any one sector. We've seen similar kinds of models work, and within Golden Girls Global, we are actually thoughtfully working our way towards this goal or something kindred. GGG Goes to School. I keep getting texts. I'm not sure what they're saying, but here we are. GGG Goes to School. We all know that when girls are not offered educational opportunities, poverty, gender discrimination, early marriage, and young motherhood are a few of the classic outcomes. We also know that when girls are given opportunities to study, to develop themselves, like I have been so privileged to do, they move into the world with greater confidence. And so many of us have had that opportunity, but so many of us have not. We can become more capable of making positive choices along with intrinsically strengthening the economies of our communities. And we know that most girls and women, they who are becoming naturally bring seeds of peace into all spheres of their leadership. So our collective siblinghood requires that we create pathways for as many young people, young women, they who are becoming to access relevant educational opportunities as possible. The dichotomy between those who are seeking to discover what to study and those who are seeking the opportunity to simply study, that dichotomy is not okay. With this bigger project in mind, Golden Girls Global has organically been building bridges to make education not just a dream, but a reality for those in our immediate sphere. At this time, there are 12 emerging leaders who are actively engaged in their high school, undergraduate, master's, and technical training. Our Golden Girls Global team is not only working to access the funding for these siblings to continue their studies, but we're also working to create holistic support for the overall educational experience of each young person. We're about to meet a bunch of them. In South Africa, there are 4 emerging Golden Girls Global leaders, Yola, Yunaka, Pumela, and Annalisa, and they're pursuing their high school education. With our energetic support, financial backing, and the attuned, inspired mentoring of the accomplished Golden Girls Global leader who you just met, Oli Fuyani, founder of Black Girls Rising, each girl is receiving an integrative and comprehensive high school experience. And this will then pave the way for them to be able to then receive a full, free, and relevant college education at the African Leadership Academy, where a handful of you have already gone. Together, this team is forming a strong Black Girls Rising community, a movement of girls going to school and actualizing their dreams. They are recognizing the power and dignity of who they are, regardless of what they eat for lunch or where they come from. They recognize that there are no limits to where they go. And before we meet them, I just want to thank the Fielding Graduate University, which has gifted us with the Duvon Award, Alumni Award for Human Development and Social Justice. This award was given for our leadership work at the intersection of feminist scholarship, human development, in support of those on the margins of society. So it's deep and gritty work. We are being seen, we can celebrate, and we are really being called to keep leaning in so that there can be many, many more stories of educational and professional success. Let's hear from these folks on the ground. Oli, over to you.
Hi everyone, my name is Anita. I go to school by Children moving from the township.
We're not hearing. It would be so great. We really want to hear your voice, sweetie. I don't know how to do that. Maybe bring it up a little closer to your mouth. I don't know. Let's try it so we really get it.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay. Hi, my name is Anita. I go to school in Children, DGN. Moving from a township school to such an advanced technical school is so challenging and exciting. It has been so motivating for me to get the opportunity to go to such a school to learn subjects like IT and robotics. It's motivating me to keep going and to learn more, and it's opening more doors and opportunities and also chances for me in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Annalisa. So great to see you again. Yeah.
Hi.
Yola.
Hear me? Yes. Are you able to hear me? Yes. Hi, my name is Yola Kukwara. Being on this journey has helped me to improvise, to wealth, and with the privileged resources, and the world of scarcity and lack. And I'm comfortable being on both of those worlds because I know my schooling education will bring opportunities and break the cycle of poverty. Thank you.
Thank you, Yola. Ole, can you tell us a little bit about what this experience is like from your seat, and maybe even a little bit more about each of these young people's dreams, their gifts?
Yes, it's such an incredible honor to really work this journey with these four incredible girls, that come from marginalized communities based in Cape Town. And having this incredible opportunity to get access to one of the top educations in Cape Town. But we also saw that it's not just paying the fees, but it's also really working this journey with the girls in a more holistic approach, supporting them financially, but also really checking in and supporting, offering the psycho support, because that is one of the big resources that we can provide for them, especially transitioning from the township to a very privileged, well-resourced environment. And we've seen how they really strive, even though it was very challenging for them to enter that schooling system, but they're now in a place where they are comfortable, they do better in their grades, and the future is really looking bright. So we are very honored and very grateful for this scholarship opportunity.
Thank you so much. It's such a joy and honor to work with you. And we are going to be watching you, and we can't wait to meet you and be with you and celebrate each of you and support you as you continue on your journey of learning. Thanks for being here today. And we know your mamas are really involved in your education too. and working closely in your support groups, and that there's so much work happening to really give you a wraparound support system so that you can succeed. And we're glad you're here. Along with you, the rest of you going to school or involved in some kind of active educational experience. I'd love for each of you, the rest of the Golden Girls Global Goes to School crew for this season, to share with us your name, where you're in school or where you just finished a training or whatever it was. And one thing that actually may have surprised you or you discovered about yourself as you have had to navigate through this new and in many cases very foreign terrain of academia. And Antonia, I'd love to start with you, who I met in such a serendipitous way in Namibia. Tell us about yourself. Let's hear from you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Antonia Ndumba. I am from Namibia. I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's degree in social entrepreneurship. The final lap, one more semester to go. And what I've learned in this journey is that I'm very agile, like having to adapt so fast, so quickly to so much is what I've learned. And I've also learned that instead of wanting to stay in the United States for the American dream, I would rather go back home and build a similar bridge for girls back home. Thank you.
Thank you. It is such a joy to work with you, and we've had to be nimble. You were not coming till August and they were closing down Namibia and you were on a plane in 3 days. We just made that happen, and so many other stories like that, epic ones. Antoinette, you're having a whole different kind of experience. Can you give us just the title of what you're doing and what you're learning about yourself? Welcome.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Antoinette Fraha. In Canada. I'm studying personal support worker. My school is Academy of Learning Career College. And through that, I've realized that I'm a hardworking person, being a mother, at the same time going to school and balancing all those. I realized I'm really a hardworking person and I'm proud of myself. Thank you, everyone.
Truly, starting a school program, having a new baby, plus showing up for your community in the DRC, there's a strength there that's indomitable. And you were recognized as a young teenager that you were a serious leader. Okay, Manuela, what's happening in your world?
Hi, all. Good morning. It's an honor to be here. My name is Manuela Garavito Welton, and I am currently at Harvard University, and I'm doing a master's degree in human development and psychology in the education sector. And it's been amazing to just be here and learn my positionality on this planet and the possibility of opening doors, as we've seen this entire morning, and helping others in such humility and devotion to this planet, and with this incredible bridging this work as well. So thank you.
You have been walking between the worlds on so many levels for so long, and it is no surprise that you're being positioned to really be able to catalyze more bridge making for so many people. Thank you for your incredible resilience, Manuela. So there are a few more people who aren't on the screen. Claudine, are you going to pop on and join us? There you are.
Thank you so much, Melissa. It's been such a great privilege to be in a graduate school in America. It's like a legacy. So this is like a shout to all girls who are watching right now from DRC. And I always felt that this was not just for Claudine, but it is a path to build bridges for more girls and young people to access quality education, but also the economical empowerment. So this education, I see it as a key, and I'm grateful to Golden Girls Global for allowing me to be here at Garrett. And I'm so convinced that after my education, so many young people will benefit from this. Thank you.
Of course, you turn to the next generation and make your offering right here. Thank you, Claudine. So we have Joyce in Rocinha in Brazil, who's studying English. And we have Nima, also from the DRC, who has started her undergraduate degree here in the US. And I think that might be everybody. Is that? Yeah. Well, there are many young people studying in our community, and not all of them are getting support. So we hope to widen our circle and gather more and more resources so more of you can go to school, pursue the educations that you want, so that you can continue to develop yourself and give your gifts. The world needs you. Such a joy to be here with you and to bear witness to your becoming. Thank you for your really disciplined focus and figuring out how to work with the systems and how to transform them both. All right, Golden Girls Global goes to school. Thank you. So we're going to move on and talk a little bit about money. Got to at some point. Okay, Manuela is here with me. And I've been talking to fundraisers because that's definitely not our strength. And it was suggested that we don't put a number out of how much money we want to raise, because what we are is willing to expand, to bring in the people we need, to reach more and more young people. And so we don't want to put a limit on what we need. We know the numbers. We already talked about them. There's a great need, and we are so committed to building these bridges and opening up opportunities for the work on the ground, for those who are pursuing education, and for this collective of leaders that is a widening circle. So Siki is in the Golden Girls Global Goes to School. You're coming in for next year, pursuing your Waldorf education there in South Africa. But the next generation of leaders is already coming into this core circle. And we are so grateful to our funders from this last year. We definitely couldn't have done what we did without you. Your belief in us, your faith in our devotion and our capacity to pull it off. And we are here, we are still here. And we want to keep going and growing. And we'd love to have your help. I'm going to show these two charts, Manuela, and then let you speak in. So we have a wonderful couple charts. Okay, this first chart is actually based on the numbers of what happened last year. We spent 27% of our allocated funds to Golden Girls Global Goes to School. And the truth is we actually had to generate more funds, but it wasn't in our Golden Girls bundle. So we had to do it in different ways. And we spent 21% doing psycho-spiritual mentoring. We had professionals in all kinds of ways, but all part of this team, or part of the Golden Bridge team, really being with the incredible amount of distress and difficulties that we've already heard about. And everybody was in a process of healing and transformation. And of course, COVID relief wasn't even a discussion. We wanted to make sure people were eating, people had access to the kinds of products that they need to take care of their bodies. And that included menstrual health care products, that included internet so that we could stay connected, and food bundles in a number of communities around the world. We had people in different parts of the world offering acupuncture to our colleagues, and a number of other, as already been said, supports. 9% went to our admin team. Mariah spoke a little bit about that. Storytelling videos. Folks, if you haven't seen our videos, they're so blessed. And we did a remix of the videos that were done before COVID, and they're on Instagram, and we'll keep sharing them, but just to see the work on the ground in motion is quite beautiful. Marketing, which includes the social media and the web design, and our leadership development, 6%, and our guest teachers. And we're so excited, as Mariah said, that we're bringing our guest teachers now more in-house and letting our leaders who are ready to take up and be the teachers for our Guiding Golden Girls Global movement. So that's a little picture of how our assets were allocated this past year. And let's see where we're aiming to go for the next year. We're aiming to spend a little bit more time, or funds and time, on both the project support and the Golden Girls Global Goes to School. Some of those projects have put in grant requests for up to 30,000, some of them 10,000. And they vary between the different communities, but there is a need for them to have the resources they have, to have insurance, to have employees, to have a van to get them to the young people to their places, to even have security in some cases. We're going to continue with the psycho-spiritual mentoring, the 15%, and got to keep those socials going, but we're really trying to like enlist the crew to help build that out. None of us love the social media sphere. Actually, that's not true. A few of you love them, and thank you for your help with that. You know who I'm talking to. And of course, we'll always be in our leadership development, all of us together. And we'll fund our teachers, the leaders who are here today. So that's our projected expense breakdown. And thank you, Sean. Let's hear a little bit from Manuela about anything you want to say about fundraising as we start to come to close.
First of all, I just want to thank you all for your support. It's thanks to your support that we can go to school and really pay this work forward in some capacity. Just recently, I did a dance and raised funds to just give back, and it's been an amazing opportunity to just learn from this work how to give back, how to be of service, not just financially but energetically as well. And so it's thanks to all of you that this is possible, and we hope that we just can keep growing all together.
Thank you, Manuela. It really is a pleasure to grow with you. And thank you. I don't know if everybody understood. Manuela just put a dance class together there online from her base in Boston and invited all sorts of folks that she knows from Colombia to around the world, because you've done a lot of traveling and working around the world. And they came together and raised funds for this initiative. And it's just innovative, it's scrappy, and it's simple. So thank you so much. We are grateful for any and all the ways that you can bring your resources, and that includes your intelligence, not just your financial resources. We really welcome your insights, your suggestions, your connections, and we will do what we can in the next year to keep bringing this vision into manifestation. And we hope to get to know some of you a little bit more, and we definitely want to hear from you. So as we're coming to close, feel free to chat in anything you want to say to us, if they're questions, if they're suggestions, if they're just comments about what you've experienced here today. This is a call and response, and we'd love to hear from you. So chat that in. And one of the great joys of my life, in such a strange serendipitous way, is that I get to work with my eldest daughter. And it's been real to have Mariah take so much leadership and really inspire us all in how practically you help us move forward. And I'm a poet and Mariah's a pragmatist, and we work together and stuff happens. So on that, Mariah, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for going through your own adulting so that you have so much of yourself and you can bring your individuated self into this space and lead us to the closing of this event. Thank you all. It's an honor.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Manuela and Mom, for sharing all of that information. And I really just want to say thank you to each person for taking the time on a Saturday to come and be here with us. So as we look forward to the next year of innovation and collaboration, we really want to thank you for being here today and for supporting us with so much love and generosity. Like my mom said, please send us your questions, your ideas, your hopes for engagement. And I really just want to send a special thank you to our core team leaders, specifically Melissa, Sarita, Leah, Claudine, Manuela, along with the creative support from Johanna, Angus, Antonia, Abigail for just being there all the time, Sean, who's back there doing our tech right now. Thank you, Marin, who's just holding this Zoom webinar, our interpreters, muito obrigada, Gabs, pela interpretación que você sempre faz para a gente, and Bethany, muchísimas gracias por ayudarnos y por estar aquí con nosotros. I don't know if Bethany and Gabs, you want to show your face for a second, but I think people would love to see who's been interpreting for us. Bethany, Gabs, obrigada, gracias. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, all of our Guiding Girls Globally teachers, Anne-Marie, Ariana, Jenny, Brendan, Luke, one of our little family members, Vinita, Bryony for your beautiful song, Miriam Shift, the Fielding Graduate University, our funders, thank you again. Our elders, specifically Mark, Navasha, Elder Hill, Youth Resiliency Institute, and obviously thank you to our families. And above all, thank you to all the leaders and all the girls, she, they, who are becoming. So just in terms of closing, just want to tell you about a few of our upcoming events. So we're starting our Guiding Girls Globally events again this coming Wednesday, November 17th from 9 to 10:15 with Goli Fuyani. Will be teaching us about tending to the earth in honor of all generations. Giving Tuesday this year is on November 30th, which is the world's biggest day of generosity, and it's on. We also have Wednesday, December 15th, we will have another Guiding Girls Globally event led by one of our leaders, Angus Baguino, widening our embrace, making powerful, safer spaces for questioning and transgender youth in all of our so-called girls groups. So this is really important, and these events are open to the public. Anybody who's teaches girls, works with young people, educators, counselors, therapists, anybody who's interested is welcome to attend these public events. And if you want to dance, there's Movement Mass online tomorrow with my mom, Melissa, and you can find that. Marian will put it in the chat for you if you want to register for that. And for all of our upcoming events, to learn more about our leaders, learn more about their projects, learn how to engage, we have an engagement form. So if you're interested in being part of Golden Girls Global in any which way, please feel free to check out the website and fill out the engagement form. And also ways to donate is on our website as well. All things goldengirlsglobal.org. All right, so to close, thank you once again. I'm surprised I didn't cry, I almost did, but thank you again for being here deeply, deeply, deeply from the bottom of our hearts. And if you missed the slideshow at the beginning, we're gonna play it again here. So now that you've met our leaders, maybe you can look at the slideshow in a different way. So we'll play it one more time, and we're actually on time, which is fabulous. And let's keep dancing. I know I will be dancing this evening. So thank you again. So much love to each and every one of you. And thank you again for being here and for all the hard work. Thank you.
Hey, Mariah.
And we shine, and we shine. Look up, summer star, Sugino.
Everybody put your screens on so we can see you. We just want to see everybody and wave goodbye to everybody. Come on up. Let's dance, y'all.
We were born from the light of the one. Every soul has the right to know peace in this life. May all beings be happy and free. We shine like diamonds in the sun. Every one of us shines. We shine like diamonds in the sun. Every one of us shine. Samasta Sukino Bhavantu. I pray for you and I to choose love and not fear. Our time here is at hand. We are one family, and may all beings everywhere be happy, and may every child know peace. We shine like diamonds every one of us shine. We shine with every color of one spectrum, one beautiful light, and we shine like diamonds.
Sean, would you be willing to let all of us come back on stage so we can see each other and wave goodbye to the audience? Thank you. Let's all just welcome those young ones. There's Bertine and all the young ones around the world. Thank you, audience. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Mais um.